Okay, civil engineering project tutorial. I just kind of made this for practice, but why don't I just start anew and then you'll see the whole process here. Try and move along as fast as I can. I'm going to call this civic one, I guess, just for reference. Civic model. And then I'll do a new. There it is. Okay. All right. So the first thing I do is I go put a picture from Google Maps of the convention center. Okay, Bailey Hutchinson. Bring up this map. I'm going to zoom in. It's going to finally show me the building in detail right there, by the way. Okay. So I'm going to do a Shift Window S button and escape. I'm going to go to my drive. Put a new drawing in there. Go to more drawings. This is where I've been realizing I put all my drawings in here. It looks pretty good. It's the Dell Convention Center. And then you have to do this. File it, download it as a JPEG file. Go back to your drive and upload it. File upload. Go to that file, upload it. Then when you're in here, you can go import Google Drive. Scroll down, it should be that. I'm going to import it as image again. And I have not yet scaled this. That's okay, I can scale this thing all at the end. But I'll do a rough scaling based on her person who kind of came in there. Okay. So I'm going to sketch on top of that right there. We're going to tear it down and replace it. So looks like it goes all the way. Control-Z. All the way from there, there. Parking, looks like the parking lot is all out here. So we could leave that or decide to make that. Probably it would be smart to make that come inside and give us more convention space. Highway there. There we go. Now, before I just go raising this up and make it into a tall tower, which I could at this point, right? And put windows in it and detail it out. I'm going to show you some optional fun stuff to do. You could come here, play around with the, under the extrude tool, the offset tool, you know, and get different offset shapes of each other. And then you could raise those up at different levels, right? And then you can also kind of bend stuff and play with it this way. This is another fun thing to do. So I'm going to break that face like that. Maybe what I'll do is I'll grab that face. Hit escape. There we go. I'm going to tilt that face now. This is a very cool tool for doing stuff, moving faces in weird, fun ways. Okay. Just got to get it lined up to move it in the orientation you want. There. Now you'd have to. This would be like huge on the whole Skyway for downtown Dallas. Um, there's some buildings that it would actually obscure altogether. So, but it'd be fun to make it tall and cool. So we're going to try that as much as possible. Now, before I end this tutorial, let me show you a couple things. I left this part off because I wanted to show you a round example. So let me pull this one up. And I can actually, again, do the offset tool and make that hollow going back down. And all these things could be, but anyways, windows. On a round surface here, you're going to need to do this. You're going to need to select the top ring and go hit move. And again, hit control so he knows to make copies. And you want to move it down. There, like that. You see that? So down here, there at the, I can see we're way off on our scaling. That's okay. I'm just going to eyeball this and say, all right. And then we can make what? 50x of those. So I type in 50x. There you go. You could delete the rest that come underneath. Deleting them, and then you can put divisions in, you can delete them and make them clear, which we'll want to for the detail on this model. Now let me do an example of how to create windows on flat face area. I'm gonna have some fun with this one and do it kind of like maybe an arts and crafts play on this. So what I can eventually do, I can actually probably do it as a feature. So what I was thinking is those will go in. And I think if I do this, I'm going to try it. Instead of just putting patterns of rectangles, let's see if I can pattern this whole shape. So I'm going to right click, make group, and keep adding to that group. To hold control, add that, 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 that. I got them all. Now I can copy that, right? And paste, or I can do them, pick it. Oh, I don't think that picked it. See how it forgot to get that one. So let me add that to. Now I got it highlighted, and now I can move it. Move it. Here, let me do this again. Pick it. Oh, did it not get the other faces? Oh, wow. Okay. Didn't have that face. Right click. Oh, those two. Now, hopefully, that was it. Move. Hit control to make a copy, right? Yeah, there you go. X. That will actually give it texture when we 3D print it. Things where you actually, those windows are probably too small to go with the floor levels I just created. So I would probably try that again. That really wasn't kind of what I was shooting for. Copy, sorry, move, control. First thing I would do is probably come, ooh, I could stagger those. That would be cool. And I could kind of lace them here like this. It'll take a little longer. See how those came off the plane? So that's why the move tool is like a better option in this case. Let me see, do I still need to add that face? No, that's it. Okay, so then go move, and from that option, see how it's going to go straight down on that wall this time? I just need to space that out a little better. There we go. There we go. Sorry. Now 30. X. Oh, did that not work? 30X. Huh. Try this one more time. Much better. Okay, so that kind of gives you an idea on how to approach what you're trying to do here. And you can kind of talk about what each of these areas there. We can look at overall square footage and do some fun stuff. I would just work on trying to get a fun, interesting looking design for right now. You can also just kind of cut random wedges. Watch me do this. Yes, yeah, for the chocolate? Happy Valentine's Day, buddy. I love you guys. Okay, I'll stop.